The Cambion is a mortal infused with fiendish might. They are corrupted by fiends and have insidious powers from it. So they are basically similar to tieflings. However, they're still free-willed individuals with hints of fiendish ancestry. So Cambions basically are inherently tied to or remade by wicked magic of lower planes. So many of these guys serve like evil forces typically, and are the sources of their power. So one of the most notorious Cambions is actually known as Luz, who is a villain who actually became an evil demigod later on, and who had like a control of an entire nation that threatened the free city of Greyhawk in that campaign world. So they have many different ways to go ahead and come into being, but like they could be possessed, they could be resurrected by evil magic, or like just exposure, apparently, making a bargain, suffering a god's curse, or even taking part in a fiendish ritual. So we're also going to go ahead and look at their stat block just to kind of show them. So they are pretty powerful, I want to point out, because they have 19 AC, 105 hit points, 30-foot movement, 60-foot flying. They are a CR5. They also have resistance to cold, fire, lightning, and poison, which are all crazy. They also have a multi-attack, which they can choose to go and do claws or fire rays, depending on how they feel. And on average, that does 8 damage plus additional 7, so 15. Or they fire rays does an average of 13 damage, so it's understandable why you'd want to use one or the other. Additionally, they also have a bunch of spellcasting ability like altering themselves, command. They also have detect magic. They also have dominate person. Let's see here. I want to point out it's the 8th level version, so that's kind of crazy. I don't know how they have access to that because they're only a CR5, which makes them probably around the level 8. So it's kind of crazy that they have that. Additionally, they also have plane shift once per day. So their CR doesn't really match up to their power and their spellcasting ability. I don't know how that really works. But these guys are very crazy, very cool to use in your campaigns because, frankly, you can have them be like a patron, or you can have them be a servant of an even greater evil. So you can have them be like one of the big bads that leads to you down like a rabbit hole. Since they're only CR5, it means a party of 5, level 5s could probably take them. And so this would be a good early game boss. Anyway, I think they're kind of crazy and kind of cool.